Today we're going to review how to create advanced clients within Utiliko. Such clients could be a franchisor group who has franchisees, and each franchisee can have one or more locations underneath them. So in order to showcase that, let me show you a visual. So in this case, we have Joe's Pizza Franchising Inc. And then underneath that, we have John's Best Pizza, who's the franchisee group. They have 3 locations. All 3 locations are under the same legal entity. And then we have Randy James Stores, and these guys have 1 legal entity per location. So let's review how we're going to set these guys up in Utiliko. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this for simplicity, and then we'll start here. So first things first, we need to go ahead and create the Corporate Franchisor group. And we're going to go ahead and create that. We're going to go ahead and just give it an address. And we'll go ahead and proceed with the form and create a client. So what we've done is we've created the legal entity, the franchisor, at the very top. We're going to go back to our list and we're going to create a new customer. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and create John's Best Pizza, because this is just a made up name that just simply helps us identify who this group is. We'll go ahead and give it an address. So we'll go ahead and create the client. And in this case, actually, we forgot to link it to the subparent. So we're going to go ahead and edit the client. We'll go to multiple locations. We're going to go ahead and give it the pizza shop name. And we're not going to assign a subparent. And we're going to go ahead and update it. So now if we go to Joe's Pizza Franchising Inc., we can see that there is John's Best Pizza. And now we want to go ahead and create the locations under John's Pizza. So the first location's name is going to be, the legal entity name is John's or Best Pizza Inc. And the location name is Joe's Pizza in Dallas. So we're going to go ahead and copy and paste this information. And this time we're going to select multiple locations. We're gonna actually, in this case, we're gonna select we need to go to the corporate office. So we're gonna go to Joe's Franchising, and then we're gonna choose John's Best Pizza. And we're gonna go ahead and just proceed forward. We need to give it an address. So now that we've created this location, if we click on John's Best Pizza, it will actually show the Dallas location. And we just simply repeat the process to continue creating more of his locations that are linked to him. And if we go to the corporate, now we can see that we have John's Best Pizza, and then he has 1 location in Dallas. For sake of simplicity, I am going to repeat the process and create the second location. But in this case, because the legal name is exactly identical, the system will not allow us to create it. It will throw an error message. So we're going to go ahead and copy paste this information. We know this is his New York office. We're going to go here, search for the pizza group, and then here we're going to add it under John's Best Pizza. We're going to go ahead and enter the address. And then this would be John Doe again. And we're going to go ahead and create it. So now we've got, if we go to John's Best Pizza, we actually have 2 locations for him. We have John's Best Pizza Inc. and then we have Inc. with a period. Notice that each one is must be unique, otherwise it will not allow you to create it. So we just added a period to one, not to the other one. And if we go to Joe's, now we're going to see all 3 locations. So now we're going to repeat the process and add a second group. So we're going to go ahead and create the second group here. if you recall, this was Randy James Stores. So we're going to go ahead and create that here. Give it the same location name, multi-location. We're going to add it here, and we're not going to add it in this case because this is what we're trying to create. We're trying to create a entity similar to John's Best Pizza. We're going to go ahead and select an address. And in this case, this would be Randy James Stores. So we're going to go ahead and create the client. So now that we've created that, if we go to the Joe's group, we have 2 entities underneath that. And now we want to go ahead and add his locations. So we're going to go ahead and create the first one, which is Pizzas of Boston's Inc. So we'll just go to new client, go ahead and paste that information. And in this case, it's the name is actually the location name is Joe's Pizza in Boston. So we're going to go ahead and paste that in there. This is multi-location. It's linked to the corporate office, and it is under Randy James. We're going to go ahead and give it an address and hit next. And we're going to go ahead and create the client. So now if we go to Randy James, you're going to see that he only has 1 location. But if we go to Joe's, which is the franchisor group, and if we drop down here, notice that he has another location. So, and what is the difference in this case is this legal entity is for this location, but if we go here, the same legal entity owns multiple locations. So if we were to create the next location for this person, Randy James, we're going to go ahead and copy the next one. Again, legal name is different in this case. The location name is going to be Joe's Pizza of Maine. And it's multi-location. We're going to go ahead and assign it here, and we'll assign it to Randy James. Give it a address. And then in this case, Randy James. And we're going to go ahead and create the client. And if we go here, notice now we have 2 locations. So one is Pizzas of Boston Inc. The other one is Pizza of Maine Inc. So in this case, this client is using a different legal entity for every location. So when we generate the agreement, it will be generated under this legal entity name here under agreements. And then if we go back to the corporate office and switch over to John's Best Pizza, this one is we're not going to create the agreement here. We're going to create it under the individual location, and it will be done in here. And if we switch over, then the legal name changes. And when we go to generate a new agreement anyway, when you are doing that here, the legal entity name can actually be still edited. So we can go ahead and take the period out, or we can add it, or we can change it if we need to. But this is a quick summary of how you would link a company from top down using the franchisor to the franchisee, and then each location within Utiliko.